First time here?
Me? No, I used to live here for almost 10 years.
So many people love the show, are a little bummed that it's not going to continue further, but what a nice treat to be able to give them this little, present at the end. What was it like for you to have that experience?
To be able to say goodbye to the characters, to be able to say goodbye to the crew, the city, to go back. When they first said we were going back to do a movie, it seemed weird doing a TV show to then end it in a film. But the guys that created our show are filmmakers, and so in some ways it kind of feels like the perfect ending. And we, wept every day on set, and it was hard to say goodbye to the entire experience.
What can you tell us about your characters? What will we learn since the end of season 2?
That they're all kind of messed up, basically. No, I mean, that's the wonderful thing about the show is that, it's 9 months down the track when we come to the film, and everybody is kind of developed in a certain way, but everyone is still complicated, and, so there's some areas of our lives as characters that have developed and leapt forward. For Dom, his work life is going pretty well, but he's shut down in other areas of his life. So it's it's a continuation. It's a lovely kind of there's some lovely closure in the film, but it doesn't tie everything up with a neat little bow. These characters have developed, but they're still complicated, and they're probably going to continue to be complicated.
One of the criticisms of the show, this is interesting to ask you, well, just one, and just some guy, I don't even know who his name, was that the show sort of didn't focus on more the glitz and glam of gay life, but more the everyday sort of real part of it. What is your response to that?
I think that's part of straight life as well. Yeah. My wife and I are pretty boring. But I think that's what's so beautiful about the show, the sense of intimacy that you feel with these characters. Well, that's what's happening in real life, and you don't get to see that very often on television, to see men open up to each other and be intimate in a really open way. There's a lot of storytelling nowadays with a strong sort of silent male type, and here we've got these guys who open up to each other and are vulnerable to each other and need each other's friendship in order to improve their not only their lives and their careers, but within their relationships.
Jonathan, you've said that not to get too hardcore on a Sunday morning, afternoon, some of the sex scenes in this were some of the most intense you'd been a part of. Please elaborate and please talk slowly.
Okay. Well, let me tell you. So it started
lower.
So it started at about. That's the problem with saying things before you see the movie, because it's still in there, but it's not all in there. Nope. But it's still in there, and it's still intense. And I mean, the thing about the sex scenes on Looking in particular that I love is that they sort of share story points as well. And so the point of the sex scene in the film was to show that he's kind of a new man when it comes to that kind of stuff. And you do get the sense of that, but we shot a little more than we needed to, I guess.
I have to ask you one question about Hamilton, because people really like that show. I don't know if you heard. I know you just went back to film it. What was that experience like?
It was so surreal. Yeah, it was great. It kind of felt like getting back on the bike. It's a great show, and those people are amazing, and it was really fun to be back. I didn't anticipate it, so it was a really fun day.
If Looking the movie was a musical, which I'm kind of disappointed it's not, what would your character's 11 o'clock number be? It could be something that already exists, or you can make up a title.
Why?
Or you can sing, Jonathan Groff.
Cheese in front of me. Why isn't a man in my bed? It would be start with the mac and cheese, and then the set. So yeah, I'd be in my kitchen eating mac and cheese, and then I'd put down the mac and cheese and I would start singing, and then the set would push away.
I think Dom might have an Oliver moment, where is love? Does it fall from skies above?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good choice. How about you?
I think Raul Esparza would play my character.
That's good. Good for casting as well.
Or maybe the 11 o'clock number would be him and all the rent boys, shooting them. It'd be a huge orgy, a bunch of dudes, and it'd be amazing.